Everybody, Ralph Havens here, and welcome to your Friday morning session. I'm going to be putting this on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'll be sending an email out to the email list, our email list. So look for that. Every Friday I do a session and also send an email out. And every day I decided to start doing a daily video session for you. And so this one is really interesting. And as I'm loading up Facebook, I'll give you a little heads up, although this is looking like it's loading up pretty fast. So, I've got an email to open up this morning, and it brought up some angst and some concern and some like, oh man, I hope this is okay. Because I'm going to be opening up an email from somebody that I met yesterday, and I want to tell you a little bit about that. So let me go ahead and get this Facebook Live going. It should be setting up pretty soon. It looks like it's working. If you're watching on YouTube, you're starting to see that a lot of these takes a minute or so to load up, because we're calling this one "What's Really Important to You." Okay, let's go ahead and go live on Facebook. Just about ready to start. Happy Friday if you're watching live. It's still loading, still loading. Unable to stream. Let's do this again. Okay, let's try this again. So technology is kind of funny like that, you know? But I really want to get this one, especially to everybody this morning, because it's a big one. So hang out for just a little bit. We will be starting very soon. One of the benefits of hanging out with me is that you can be different simply by being in this space. So as you're sitting here and we're waiting for this to start, you might notice that it's already different. I was doing a session for a group of psychics once in San Diego, and I always set the space up ahead of time. What is important to you? And the head psychic, the guy that wanted me to do this for his group, there's about 20 of them at my house on a Saturday afternoon in San Diego. And all of us, we were just talking, hanging out, because I'd already set the space up so that it was already done, so that it was already magic, so things would already change. And he's like, wait a minute, what just happened? Because he could feel, he said, something just went around like this, and then something just went around like this. What was that? Are you doing something right now? And I kind of just like, it's already done, man. It's like I don't have to do anything once it's already set up. So even with this taking its time to load up, you're in the space, you're in the session. And I was meeting with some people yesterday over Zoom, a really nice couple, and they were talking about matrix energetics and how it works, and wow, it's unable to stream on Facebook. Wow. Let's do this all over again. This is not going to be cool. I would definitely want to make this work, because this is a big one. This is interesting. When stuff like this happens, it could be a couple of things, It could be we're not supposed to do this, or it could be something really big is coming in and there's a lot of resistance to it, because life will be definitely different afterwards. And so let's see if this thing works, because this is going to be big. It's like decision time in the universe. So you can start noticing what's different already. I already feel that this is going to be really big. And we are going live. All right. We are going live. All right. So yay. So it's working. Yeah, something interesting is happening today. So you really might want to notice what's different in your world today as this happens. So I was about to, I'm going to be opening up an email, hopefully today. I met, and it caused me a lot of like, not a lot, but it made me just like, oh man, I hope this goes well for them. I hope it goes well for them, because I met with a really amazing couple yesterday, and they were talking to me, doing one of my healthy, happy, and whole breakthrough sessions with me to decide if they wanted to continue to do work with me to shift some things. And one of the family members has a very, very, very significant medical problem. And it's the kind of thing with what I've seen with my work and with my clients over the 33 years, I've seen that this thing is totally, completely solvable, completely. And I was trying to get that message across that we could really shift this. And one of the family members was like, oh, I'm in. And the other one had a lot of concerns. And that was the one that actually had the problem. And so I'm like, oh man, I hope they do this, because this can change their life. It can change their life. And so I went to bed last night and didn't check my email late, and I'm going to check it later this morning. And so it brought up some like inner stuff for me to think, oh, I hope they get it. Man, this would be so good for them, And so I want to tell you about what I do when those kind of things happen, when some kind of inner turmoil shows up, and what I found. And, years ago, it was kind of unsaid, but then actually talked about. Jen and I decided to live our lives a certain way. That's why we are doing an unschooling thing with Ben right now. That's why Jen spends time with the family. That's why family day is Tuesday, Friday. Today's Friday, but after, I get up early to do this so that I can be totally with my boys for the whole day. Saturday's family day, Sunday's family day. Some things are just important. And what we found is that there's things that we've put in place in our life that keep us healthy and keep us happy and keep us whole, and a health assurance thing instead of a health insurance thing. And there's things with nutrition we do. There's things with mindset. There's things that we do when conflicts arise in relationships to quickly clear what's in us, and then we're at a whole other level. There's a lot of stuff we decided that was really important for us. And I've got a lot of really cool stuff to help people really get what they want. And one of the clear things I have that's like, oh, so absolutely good and clear is that if somebody has a medical condition that's chronic, that's mysterious, that's life-threatening, I feel very confident that I can help them. And it's because of all the training and all the stuff we've done with ourselves that I can say that. And, I had a family that contacted me years ago, and the 80-something, mid-80-something-year-old grandmother was no longer eating. And everybody, of course, was concerned, just not eating. And the doctors were trying to figure it out and doing all sorts of tests and tubes going in this way and that way and trying to figure it out. And so they reached out to me, and I did a session over Skype. This was probably back in 2014 and in the summer. I remember because I was outside in a place that we were renting before we moved in here, and we were just we were outside trying to get an internet connection. And so I did what I did, my medical intuitive training, and noticed an area of her body that was quite alarming, and noticed it shift, and did what I did, and it felt much better to me. So I met with her a week later. We were doing once a week sessions, and I said, so how's it going? And she goes, oh, it's going pretty good, And I said, well, how, she goes, I got a little pain in my hip, but I'm doing pretty good. And I said, well, how is your eating? And she was like, oh yeah, I'm eating, I'm good. And so this happened again another time with the same family, but a different family member. And and they reached out to me and said, yeah, this person is not eating, and they're have terrible back pain, and everybody's concerned. And so I saw a pattern. I was like, okay, let me work on it. So I did a distance session. You know, I worked on because of the family member reached out to me. We didn't even talk to the other person. We just helped through this one family member that reached out to me. So I did what I did. I noticed what I noticed. I noticed things shift, and then we checked in again. And then she had her best night. She was able to sleep. She was doing better. They still interacted with the medical system, which is a whole nother story, and that'll be another podcast. Because the medical system has a different model, right? The medical system sees something and they want to kill it. An antibiotic, kill a bug. A surgery, cut it out. A symptom, just stop it. You know, just you have high blood pressure. Let's take something that just takes it down. That's one model, I guess. You know, just like stop whatever you see that's wrong. It's kind of like the engine light goes on in your car. Put some masking tape across it or duct tape or something so you don't have to look at that red light anymore. Or if it really bugs you, just cut the wire so you don't see the red light anymore. And then all is well, right? It's a model. It's a way to kind of work on something. But a real mechanic would go and say, okay, this red light is on. It looks like there's a problem here. Let's see why this is happening. Like we had a headlight that kept going out, and every few months we'd had to get a new headlight in our Toyota truck, and so they replaced it, and they said, yeah, but you know, it's got this thing, so it wiggles more, and if you want to replace it and fix it, you can, but or we can just put a new headlight in. And we thought, oh, just put a new headlight in, cheaper, you know. And so so we did that, and then a few months later, headlight goes out, and so we're like, okay, let's take the time and fix it the way what really is causing this headlight to keep wiggling and then wearing out too fast. And so we went ahead and got to the root cause of that. And that's what I noticed with my work. So I've got these people that I'm going to be opening an email up hopefully today to see if they decided to get the help that they need. And what happened was I was feeling like sadness and like turmoil and like, God, how could I, you know, I hope that they got the message that I can truly help them with this, because they have other stuff going on too with the family. And I won't divulge that, of course, but they've got some inner turmoil in the family and some other stuff with the financial stuff going on and jobs. And so I was like, oh man. And one of them asked me, you know, will it solve all these problems? And I said, you know what it'll do for sure is if you do this work, you will come to peace. You will come to absolute peace. And from there, stuff can change in the external world. And so that's what I want to let you know about today. One of the things is that I've got a way to show you that. Now, you might miss it because it's too simple. But if you want to look at I've made a video for you with actually a session where I was doing this with people and a PDF that explains it. You can get it. Now, it's easy to miss even when you see it. It's easy to miss even when you see it. I missed it for like a year when I first saw it because I thought it was too simple and it just didn't, it was like, you know, there's a process. You got to learn a skill. And, but then I started doing it with somebody else in a class situation and a course that I bought that showed me like, you got to actually do this thing and learn this skill. And so over the years, Jen and I have found a lot of stuff that works to help people get healthy and happy and whole. And part of it is this way of interacting with your own inner game, your own inner beliefs and thoughts and patterns, and shift it really fast. Not like in this, like go to a big conference for a week and then feel all rah and you know, and then come home and then your life is the same. But in something where you learn and actually get something, and you can actually have something that changes this. So that when you have something that causes you angst, like me in that email that I'm going to hopefully open up this morning, when you have something that causes you angst, you have a quick way to go what's really going on there and shift you and be totally at peace. And from there, a lot of cool stuff starts to happen. So I want to get that to you. And if you're interested in the whole way that I do this and the ways that we help people get this healthy, happy, and whole way of living, then the next page you'll get another video, and you can watch another video that I've made for you explaining a lot of that. So you can get that at ralphhavens.com/enlighten up, and you'll enter your email address, and then instantly in your inbox, I'm sending you the PDF and the video, and you'll be sent to a page with another video that you can watch and hear a lot of this story and how this works. So, all right, so there was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, and so I'm just getting, I love doing all this and working with you and doing things. And I'm changing something. And today's Friday, so November 15th or 16th, whatever the day is, Friday. And I decided something a while back. I'm doing so many of these. I'm doing something where I'll just say it. I've been doing things where I do a healthy, happy, and whole breakthrough session with people. And I'm getting to the point where I can't do it with everybody that contacts me. It's just my schedule's getting too busy for that sort of thing. And even though I love it. And so I'm going to be changing things. But this Friday, if you want, you can still have one. And so if you go to that ralphhavens.com/enlighten up and enter your information and get the free PDF and video about this way to get clear of your inner stuff to come to peace, and you watch the next video, there's a page and you can scroll down and you'll see a little countdown timer, and you can grab the whole way that we do this inner game stuff, how to shift this stuff. And with that, I'll give you a 90-minute free, or not, well, it's part of this package. You can read about it, a 90-minute coaching session where we can get really clear on what's going on with you and what's slowing you down or standing in your way or stopping you from getting what you truly want. And I do these because, and I do them, I've been doing them for years. And it's because if I know I can help somebody, then I'm going to let them know. And if I know I can't help somebody, I'll let them know too. So I want to really see if it's a good fit. And along the way with these sessions, you get a lot of clarity on what's going on, what's in the way, and a plan so that you can right away start to take some inspired actions and get what you want in life. And if you have a major health concern, that's like autoimmune conditions or anxiety or other things that have been unable to be helped with other methods, this is worth a try. This is worth a call. So if you want that, it's time limited. Today's Friday. It's I'm gonna shift it tonight after Friday. So grab that and let me know what you notice. And to let you know, you might want to test how you feel today. Like, after this interaction, you've actually been in a certain state because you're with me. And so you might walk around and notice what's different after this time this morning. All right, everybody. So have a great Friday. We're heading out to the mountain. We're out by the mountain, but we're heading out to our favorite coffee shop, me and Ben and Baden. And I hope you guys have a great Friday. Go ahead and go to ralphhavens.com/enlighten up. Grab your free video and PDF of how to do this work to clear the inner game. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye now.